Somebody printed a Hyperdyne Systems weapon brochure. On paper. Hyperdyne's whole damn business is based on virtual sales. They don't manufacture anything. They sell licenses for fabrication blueprints and ballistics software. When you order, they send a bunch of files over Hyperpulse. You load them into your own fabricator and hit print. Look, I know Hyperdyne is technically the enemy. They design small arms for the Union of Progressive Peoples. But they know how to run a business. Few colonies in the Hyades had heavy industry, and they were short on freighters. But every outpost had general-purpose commercial fabricators. Hyperdyne knows where the wind's blowing. That's how they survived as a UPP state enterprise when other Hyades megacorps got nationalized.
Marine, I heard you found damaged armor aboard Katanga. Huh. That didn't just get sprayed with acid. It got soaked in a puddle. Probably from the corpse of a burster. There's a rich history of poisonous critters on Earth. Dart frogs, rough-skinned newts, the blue-ringed octopus. If a predator takes a bite, they die. Xenobursters take you don't dare kill it to a new level. Subcutaneous, high-pressure acid bladders that burst on death. It's a perfect example of xenomorph survival strategy. Doesn't matter if an individual dies, so long as the hive continues. When a burster's killed, it harms the hive's enemies, so they charge in, suicidally close. This is a morph we haven't seen before. It must come out of some species native to LV-895. I can't wait to see what that is.
A corporate intelligence report. Recent border activity by the Union of Progressive Peoples, a subject of concern to commissars as well. The UPP has been a rival of the United Americas and our nominal allies in the Three-World Empire for much of the last century. There are frequent confrontations with the UPP's space operating forces. Things were more contained before the Hyades revolt of the 50s and 60s. Lack of attention to corporate abuses in the colonies drove many to embrace the UPP's anti-capitalist sentiments. To summarize the current balance of power, we enjoy the most robust industry. Our three WE allies possess the finest technology, but the UPP has the largest population base. Most Marines refer to UPP forces as proggies. They often call us corporatists.
Hey, I'm hearing scuttlebutt around the squad bay. Talk that maybe Colonel Ship took this too far. We could have quarantined Katanga, right? Called in more ships? Listen, the Colonel knows about everything people know about Xenos. How they react, how their guts work. She knew that before she joined the Corps. When she was a teenager, she survived a Xeno outbreak. Little outlier colony. You would never heard of it. One thing she'll always hold to. Gotta kill them fast. The longer you wait, the more chance they got to spread. I don't know all the details, and you know what? It ain't my place to ask, but I do know she got a twin sister, Viola. So the ship went into a goddamn hive to rescue her. That's how she learned some of the shit she know about Xenos, watching close range from inside. Maybe, but by the time a battle group got here, Wэyland Ютани would have their people in system. Executives and dog catcher teams, mercenaries and lawyers. They find something to cite that the Colonel don't got authority to override, Colonial Protection Act or not. Then they swagger aboard Katanga or land on LV-895 and fuck it all up real good. Xenos find ways. They hide, go where humans can't. Tight spaces, vacuum, deep cold. Wait for their chance. Come when you ain't looking. And don't expect them. But just don't go bringing it up with herself. Tu sabe? Colonels ain't in the habit of explaining themselves to grunts. Yo, this just between you and me.
You think if bugs drooled in their sleep, they wake up stuck to the floor? Actually, do they ever sleep? Make sure you got your gear prepped. I ate your mama. The Xenos took out the entire Blue Fire team. Their mission falls to us. You're going into the heart of the hive to rig the refinery for detonation. That will take out the Xeno Queen, her entire brood, and you if you don't move fast.
You're gonna put the refinery into overload state. You need to do that from process control. It's at the base of Likasi's core. Of those prowling down here. Keep sharp for eggs in dark corners. Your shit's ahead. Before you enter the core, we'll restore the auxiliary lift.
Prowler.
It'll be your egress. The self-destruct won't give much time. It's locked. There's an active terminal. Try it. Wash your hands after you touch that.
Grabbing ammo.
Bypassing damage.
Rearming.
Console's busted. New plan. You cut through the door. Play my last. Incoming!
Rearming.
Now get that door cut. You're nearly to the elevator.
Grabbing ammo. Patching up. Take it here. I'll cut it.
Swarm incoming! Check six! Smoke's on your ass! Hey, a lot of our people never made it off this rig. We're gonna get this done for them. Semper Fi.
Listen.
Watch it. Sure to be eggs in these dark corners.
Rearming.
Oh, creeping on you!
Bypassing damage.
Grabbing ammo. Rearming. Patching up. Patching up. Grabbing ammo. Aid kits here.
The aux elevator. Get it powered up. After you start the overload, this will be your evac route. Rally outside the core. We'll brief on the scuttle procedure. Haven't seen Cocoon since... This is why we hunt Xenos. Remember?
Curious. Some of the human remains appear decades old.
Bypassing damage.
Another big nasty coming! Process controls the next room. End game. Prep while we brief you.
Fireteam, this is Colonel Ship. There are 3 systems you'll disable. Esther will guide you through the process. When all 3 systems are down, the reactor will build up to overload. You'll have about 2 minutes to reach that elevator you fixed. No one else dies to this hive. See to it.
The lift will express you down to subdeck 5. We'll be waiting to evac you there.
When you're ready, breach the door. You survived everything up to this. Finish it. Thought that catwalk looked unstable. You'll egress by a different route.
Rearming.
I am analyzing the control systems. Stand by.
Aid kit's here.
Please, disable the safety limiters on the Kasi Core's auger.
Sentry deployed. Sentry deployed. Let's rock.
Don't get tunnel vision! Keep firing!
Bypassing damage.
Grabbing it.
Watch for the stragglers!
primary manual breakers.
Sentry deployed. Grabbing ammo.
Keep it up!
code 260479 and press the button marked Shakti XS.
Back to the elevator, move! Xeno Queen! Can't hurt her, focus on evac!
Shore party, we're burning to escape debris scatter.
Under my authority as delegated by the Secretary of the Navy, I have awarded you the Expeditionary Service Ribbon for heroic service. Upon loss of contact with a Marine unit, you advanced into a xenomorph hive and confirmed the status of 3 MIAs. You then completed their mission, resulting in the destruction of said hive. Your boldness and dedication are in keeping with the finest traditions of the Colonial Marine Corps and United America's Armed Services. Given this day, in May 2202, Colonel Olivia Shipp, Commanding Officer, 33rd Marine Regiment, 11th Marine Division. Some things don't belong in official reports. Katanga has been a stain on the honor of the Corps for years. If you haven't heard the details yet, don't worry about it. I'll just say I'm personally glad to see the place blown to hell. Report to Lieutenant Santos for debriefing. Dismissed.
What did you find over there? Parliamentary solicit... This has to be from the Three-World Empire. Whoever Wэyland Ютани had running security on Katanga must have been lining up their next contract. The 3WE has a smaller military than they need. Every year, the Solar Parliament says they're going to expand recruitment. Every year, it gets tied up in committees. And every year, they end up paying twice as much for private military contractors from Wэyland Ютani. They love bureaucracy over there. You blend the UK, Japan, and Europe, mix in technocrats from Titan and executives from Mars. About all they have in common is love of paperwork.
Hey, aside from Esther, I think you're the one I've spent the most time with. It was all running and shooting and screaming, but that's time. Right? Look, one of the Paula Station crew was a spy for Hyperdyne Systems. We never found out what he sent off station. Maybe his handlers know all about the pathogen and the xenomorph outbreak. They could be on their way here now. Well, Wéyland Ютани used to own Hyperdyne, but now they're competitors, especially on the frontier. No government's claimed any of these systems. They're both dropping colonies all over, trying to beat each other to the best planets. And besides that, I mean, Hyperdyne's a big defense contractor for the UPP, right? Shouldn't we be worried about this starting a war between them and us? The pathogen could be a terrible weapon. Wéyland was just trying to make better xenomorphs with it, but you could just drop it. Dump it in a water supply. There's enough down there to wipe out every human colony. Wéyland Ютani's got to be on their way here. If Hyperdyne is too, things could get real bad for everyone caught in the middle. I know you've got things to deal with right now. I'm just worried about what happens next.
Bada Baines. Guess we can't call you Boot no more, huh? Hell of a deployment. We found shit Wéyland Ютani spent a lot of time and money hiding. Ruins left by aliens that look like us. An orbital refinery used as a xeno breeding farm. And a lab using tech from the ruins on xenos from the refinery. We still got a secure LV-895 in the alien ruins. There's xenos and mutants running loose down there. Normally, we carpet nuke the place, ruins be damned, but Doc Hanukkah says that can make things worse. Spray that pathogen shit all over the damn moon. Near term, we're gonna hold orbit, keep this shit locked down. I'll bet my ample Marine paycheck they're on their way here right now. They'll send military contractors, dog catcher units, lawyers. Maybe they'll talk, maybe they'll just start shooting. But that ain't all we gotta worry about. Doc Hanukkah says some rival company to Wéyland Ютani sabotaged Palace Station. Whoever that was, if they heard his mayday, they might be on their way here too. Shit's gonna get real interesting around here. You found old dog tags on Katanga. Shit. Rumor control. This don't go beyond you and me. Comprendo? The Corporal Olivia ship who owned these dog tags, that's our colonel. Some 20 years back, her unit responded to a xeno outbreak at a Seegson colony. The survivors evac to an orbital refinery, Katanga, but the bugs came with. Shit went bad. A civilian with a grudge took control of the refinery. The rescue dropships got wasted and ship had to leave survivors through the station to the hangars. A lot of people got killed, civvies and ship's team. The bad guy herded them into xeno ambushes, ground them up in the works. Now ship don't talk about how it ended, even with me. And I served 2 tours with her now, so don't you go asking her nothing.